What's going on, everybody? Payneblade back here again. Guys, we got some massive news, and I'm talking about who the hell is Madara kind of news. So, if you don't know, the 1.5 anni should be dropping anytime. We're probably talking about right after this banner, and there is a lot to talk about, starting off with none other than a brand new Naruto, and that's another Kurama Link mode version. So this is actually KCM 2 essentially, and guys, I am so hyped about this. All right, so let's talk a little bit about what he brings to the table. So he is an A unit. He does damage to all active enemies with a fixed chance to stun. Also increasing tribe gauge on the next turn, which is nutty. And also boost all damage increase rate and critical rate for 2 turns, lowering all enemies guard rate and guard damage reduction rate for 2 turns. Guys, that is insane. The reason why that's crazy is because right now, a lot of these new enemies coming out, and FG or Abyss are all about guard rate, guard damage rate, and the fact that he stuns and raises tribe gauge at the same time, increasing damage increase rate, which is the best damage increase next to critical damage rate, and also the fact that he increases critical rate so you can do more damage with your crits, more often to crits, makes him pretty much a must-have in my opinion. Like, you'll even see the pictures, it'll blow your mind. All right, so that's number 1. Number 2, his skill 2 deals damage to one enemy, increases own chakra, and boosts attack for an ally shinobi for the rest of the battle. So not bad there. I mean, it's nothing great there. You're most likely not going to be using that very often. I mean, but his vitality is only the chakra plus 50 starting on the second turn, so you probably will need his skill 2, so it is important to get it to 20, but nonetheless you also want to focus strictly on a jutsu. Alright, now his actual trait is pretty crazy. Boosts all active allies damage increase rate, critical rate, and critical damage increase rate if he's active at the start of the turn. And then his limit break 2 is boosting all allies damage increase rate and critical rate at the start of any turn after an ally has been defeated. That one is that was better for Abyss, not as good for FG, but the trait itself is great for FG, especially for active allies. So in that case, it'll most likely be your cell, because that's what usually FG works out. But for Abyss, that's going to work really well because it is random. As mentioned, his vitality is chakra plus 50. His link bonuses are the following. For attack, it is Naruto, the new one obviously, Hinata, and Neji. For defense, you do need to have Madara and Madara White Mask. And then for his HP link, I don't think we actually have, I don't have the full link for that one, so we'll have to wait for that one. Unfortunately, I don't have the full link on that one, guys. I apologize. But I'm assuming it's going to be KCM, probably Sakura, and who else. But you know what, that'll come when it comes. That's not a big deal. The huge thing is we finally got a pretty insane Naruto AoE unit, because if you really think about it, I believe all the Narutos are all single target units. None of them have had the AoE ability. So let's talk a little bit about what he actually has as a jutsu. So give me 1 second here. We're going to jump into the second part. There it is, guys. So let's take a quick little look and see what he's all about here for his. So there's his animation. I don't know if you guys can see it, but I think that looks pretty freaking incredible. Like, I thought KCM, the first version, was badass. This one here with the 9 tails behind him, oh, man, Bandai illustration, you guys did an amazing job with this animation. So here's the thing, like, you now have KCM's the best single target damage dealer probably in the game, and now you have you know, without all the scrolls and all that jazz, right? He is single target, easily the best hardest hitting unit, plus gives you the best buffs. Now you've got the second version with an AoE that gives you insane buffs, as well as tribe gauge, gives you a stun. So this Naruto with his KCM counterpart looks pretty nutty. And look at the tail beast bomb. Like, that looks amazing. So I am super hyped about this. Definitely going in on this one. Hopefully get Naruto. On top of that, guys, the 1.5 year anniversary special drills are here, so that shows the anniversary is popping up very soon. It's going to be a lot of Ryo and a lot of EXP essences like we would have in the Rene festival. You know how they would give us the extra drills, so that will be available to everybody, including new players. You won't be able to beat it as a new player, but you should still try to get as many of those frogs as you can, just by hitting the opponent as hard as you can, right? So that is a big deal, guys. I know that's recycled content, obviously, but we just had brand new content from Bandai, so this is kind of cool and this is kind of hype to me. I'm totally about this. So very happy about the Naruto coming out. Now let's take a little bit think again, or actually at all the percentages, right? And that's going to be a big deal there. So as we know, most AoEs for a special beast bomb is going to be 140%. That doesn't change. Now his chance to stun is 15% as well too. That's low, but that's for every single AoE unit. It's pretty much that way. He does increase the tribe gauge by 30, boost all active damage increase rate by 15%, which is huge. Critical rate by 20%, and then lowering damage guard rate, guard rate by 20%, and lowering all damage guard rate by 15. So pretty good numbers, guys, considering this is the standard, and it goes up from here, right? So that is pretty damn good in terms of what it offers. His skill 2 does do increased charcoal by 3,000, which is pretty high actually, but again, by the time you roll around to get to him, he'll have his jutsu up anyway, so it's not a big deal. But he does boost attack by 10% for all ally attack shinobi for the rest of the battle. So any A units you have, if you're heavy on A units, he will do a lot of good for you if you can pull him off in the beginning with a skill 2. And then Bond with Kurama, boost all active allies damage increased by 11%. That's actually really good. And then also boost all allies crit by 12%, and then boost all allies critical damage increase rate by 10%. Those are really good percentages, guys. Considering it's just a trait on that active allies sync, that's not bad. And then boost all allies damage. This is his LB2, by the way. So boost all allies damage increase rate by 3.5% at the start of any turn after an ally has been defeated. So that will stack, guys, because it does last for the rest of the battle. So the more allies die, so for example in Abyss, that'll be huge. Every time it happens, there'll be an increase of 3.5% to the damage increase rate, and then boost all allies critical rate by 3.5% if an ally has been defeated. So both of those will stack and will last for the rest of the battle. So guys, I mean 1.5 is just around the corner. We are getting pretty big news. I really hope you guys are excited. I'm psyched about this personally. So I'll be going in on this. I'll be doing a showcase. We'll be doing a summon video. So this is one of the ones that I think are going to be a must-have, but because it is 1.5 Annie, there may be a possibility for MS Sasuke to come out, right? Because there's been a lot of hype behind a Sasuke to be released, and we have yet to see MS Sasuke. It's been a while since we've seen a Sasuke, actually, outside of Papa Sasuke, obviously, but I'm talking about like an OG Naruto Sasuke. So it's gonna be pretty insane if we can get MS Sasuke right after this Naruto. So a lot of you who are wondering, should you pull or not? Here's the thing. Every anniversary, they seem to top the first banner, right? So like for example, think of the 1 year anniversary. They had Kid Naruto, Kid Sasuke, and then they had KCM, right? Which is crazy. So a lot of people spent on Kid Sasuke and Kid Naruto, and then when KCM rolled around, they were kind of screwed. I'm not saying this is going to happen for sure, but it's just a trend that I tend to notice every single time Bandai releases their anniversary stuff. So keep in mind, if you are saving for MS Sasuke and you're free to play, this might not be the unit to go for, especially if you already have the original KCM. But this unit is absolutely stellar, guys. I'm super hyped. The more that comes out on this, the more I'll show you guys. This is Payne. Man, let's get ready for 1.5. All right, guys, have a wonderful night. We'll talk soon.